going to react to streamers are getting tired of their fans. I'm interested in hearing this shit.
Internet culture has created this place and space where you can say whatever you want because there's always a screen in front of you with no consequences or repercussions for your actions.
What's my middle name? You don't know about me. So how the f you hate me? Have we had a conversation? Have I shook your hand? Have I took you on a date? Have I even talked to you? Have I slid in your DM? You don't know me from a can of paint, so how can you form an opinion based off a blog post or whatever the f you seen online? You don't know.
They say everyone is entitled to an opinion, but sometimes these opinions are just invalid and honestly a reflection of what your life is as opposed to the people that you view. And rarely ever do people get the opportunity to be in the same places and spaces as the content creators that they criticize. Because we know what would happen. People would either switch up their stances or it would go a totally different way.
DDG, how you doing, sir?
You be hating on me.
I love your ass in real life, bro. Let me tell you. We can't talk about, you know, we can't.
Man, you don't be going on the internet talking crazy and then you say you love me in real life.
No, I love your ass in real life, but let me tell you something, DD. I love your ass in real life, real talk. But sometimes it be stuff that don't be right.
It's okay, it's okay. You know,
but you know, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about all that stuff, you know. What you say?
And what the hell happened?
No recording.
Who got hit? Hey, who got slapped?
Haters are a branch of the parasocial epidemic that we haven't discussed on this channel. So when DDG brought on 4 of his biggest haters onto his platform to have a real conversation with them, I thought that it was interesting and I definitely had to tap in.
That's your problem. Y'all get on the internet and y'all think y'all know something. Y'all see something and y'all run with it. And then y'all base your opinion and y'all liking on somebody based off that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't know about me from a can of paint. When this camera on, I'm a completely different. You don't know what's going on.
If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. It'll make the redness in my eye go away and it'll go a long way for the channel and the community. Now, back to the video. Now,
I ain't gonna lie. It may not happen to me now, but later on, hopefully when I get big off of this and whatnot, whether it be music, streaming, YouTube, whatever it is. If I come, one of my biggest pet peeves is me ended up coming across someone who was who basically claimed himself as a diehard fan of mine, ends up faking the fuck by being the opposite, by just thinking that they know everything about me, about what I do, what I like, or anything that they have no clue about me. Because at the end of the day, on stream and me doing music or whatever, y'all see what I like and what I presented out and whatnot. But at the end of the day, outside of the internet, y'all don't really know what I be doing or what I really like and whatnot. Not like, you might get a little glimpse of what I like and what I like to do and whatnot on the internet, but outside of it, it's not fully of what you know. Cause there's a lot of stuff that y'all don't know about me and whatnot. A little bit on here, but outside the internet, y'all really don't know me like that and whatnot. And usually people just like create this whole narrative of saying that trying to be able to lie about your character, about your this, that, and the third, when really you don't even know. And that's one of the things I hate about that. And I really hope I don't experience that. But at the end of the day, if I do, then I'm just gonna prepare myself, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, you're judging somebody based off of what you have seen, but really you don't know that person in real life, and that's one of the things I hate. But that's what comes with it. That's what comes with it. If you're when you put yourself out there, when you do videos, make music, anything. I mean, that's what comes with it and whatnot.
Exist on the internet. Some would even say that I am chronically online, borderline parasocial myself. But I understand how people are getting their emotions and feelings of different creators, different celebrities, different athletes based on clips they see of social media. Small glimpses of these people. So when I saw all 46 minutes of this DDG video, I saw all 46 minutes of this DDG video. I kind of already had an idea as to how these people came to formulate these opinions on him, because it's how people formulate opinions about anything in 2026. Rest in peace to 2025. It's based off of following somebody else who is adjacent in the space and consuming a bunch of clips, and then ultimately drawing conclusions.
Dad content era, and I would have watched that shit happily. I love a present dad content. You know what I'm saying? You could have gotten brand deals from the diapers, from the wipes, from the play places. You know what I'm saying? I would have ate that shit up. Now I don't watch any of your content or listen to your music. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I would have loved to see that from you, but we didn't. You just got them sitting on your lap during stream. You know what I'm saying?
Am I getting rage baited in real life, guys? Is that what happened?
That's not a rage bait. I'm trying to tell you what I wanted to see from you, and I don't hate you, but it's like you ain't done nothing to make me like you more. You know what I'm saying?
Dad content, right?
Right.
Okay.
My thing is, if you a diehard fan of a specific content creator or anybody, like no matter what they have done and whatnot, you always gotta be there to support them, no matter what. Hell, if they do music that you're not used to like hearing or seeing them do, at least support them on that one, and then maybe you might like it and whatnot. Or if you don't like what someone has been doing and whatnot, especially like that's your fans and whatnot, at least like you always got to be there to support them no matter what. If you're a diehard fan and whatnot, I never think I know someone even years after I know them. That's being said, I do keep a track of people. Yeah, like I feel the same way as well, Doc, and whatnot. But if people has a, like, for example, like if I know someone that has a, if I know someone and I end up hearing like a lot of folks who has a bad rep and whatnot, then I'm not, and I don't know the person like that. I know of the person, but I don't know the person other than what I've been hearing. Me personally, I'm not just gonna go off of what people are saying about that person. I gotta see about that person myself and whatnot. I'm not just gonna follow what everybody I'm not just gonna follow what everybody thinks about that specific person that I know of, but I don't know the person. I just gotta see for myself to see if my experience is way different than the other person's and whatnot. But that's just me though.
So, well, maybe after this you can type in DDG dad, and then maybe you can find some clips that make you see some dad content or something.
That ain't good enough. It ain't popped up on my shit yet.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is the claim that DDG is an absent father? No, I don't think that there is a problem with criticizing the actual content that they put out. Hey, this was a potentially dumb decision. Hey, this might have went too far, etc., etc. But basing your opinions of this man by how many videos you see with him and his son is insane. Talking about how the algorithm doesn't even show it to you is out of this world. Now, you would assume that she would come to this conclusion about DDG based on her following him and not seeing this content. But no, in the video, that person confirms that they don't even follow DDG. All they do is follow people adjacent to DDG, and that's how they come to these conclusions.
Just say, did you scroll and see me? Did I just say that? So
That
stop
was more
lying.
indie, though. That was more indie. India.
What?
We follow India. We follow India. And you just be on there.
Yeah, that's what you known for now, gang?
Call India right now.
Why would I call that girl?
This is so weird.
I said we follow her. I said we don't know her. I said, why would I call that girl? Because we don't know her. We follow her. She cool.
Exactly. You can't call neither one of the girls you named. You can't text them. If I FaceTime either one of them right now, would they know you? No.
Yeah, this is just a weird situation. I don't think that this situation just exists in the scope of DDG. He's just the first person to actively have what seems to be real life haters in front of him and address them. I think that this is a content creation-wide problem. Whether you be Casanat, Agent 00, Duke Dennis, Plackboy Max, Ron, Lacey, Silky, any content creator out there, there's a level of people who genuinely look at how visibly successful you are, whether it be the money, cars, clothes, lifestyle, confidence, how boisterous you are, you know, talking about these different situations, not downplaying your success, and then draw some sort of conclusion about you. Now, make no mistake, DDG has been in his fair share of negative moments throughout 2025. He's had his private relationship he put on blast through the interactions with him and Hallie and the son and stuff that I don't necessarily want to get into. And I've talked about it on this channel before and how people can become really parasocial and draw conclusions about that situation and any situation any of these creators are in as a whole. But that doesn't mean it's right nonetheless. nonetheless. The internet wants you to perform a certain way. And as I watch this video, that's one of my biggest takeaways. This person wants more dad content. This person wants the music to sound a certain way. This person wants you to date a certain person and be with this person, look like this, be more humble, apologize consistently, over-explain, etc., etc. Literally, one of the first criticisms was, hey, I don't like your music because it's not meaningful and intentful to me. Like, I wanted it to sound like music that I specifically find intentful. I do like it, but I just don't find it intentional. What?
Like, you have no intent in your music, and that's why I hate you. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
Music is an art form, and I feel like you have no intent behind it. You don't like your albums. I listened to it back before I came here. Every time I turn that on, one of my homies talking about DDG, like right off rip. It's not even a game. And you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't think you really that bad as a person, but when it comes to your music, it's just something that I don't really mess with. It's just like, there's no intent. What's the design behind it? What's the creativity?
What kind of criticism is this? That shit just didn't even make any sense. That was literally just him rambling on for a long period of time, not saying anything. After consuming the 46 minutes of the video, the hate ranged from not liking the music, not giving us enough quality dad content, you know, being an absent father, to not dealing with India Love in how these people thought that he should deal with India Love, which is also very strange, to even what I presume somebody had criticisms about his relationship with Halle, and he ultimately didn't address it on the platform. And the conclusion that I came away with is the same conclusion that DDG came away with, which is the same conclusion that I come away with for a lot of people that overtly hate on the internet for these celebrities. These people just don't know him, and they have no real reason to hate.
When you leave this goddamn house, I don't give a fuck if you become the Weeknd. I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. That don't make me no less successful, nigga. I'm still gonna be him. That's what you gotta understand. It don't matter how much you hate, how much you don't like me, I'ma always be that nigga. That's why niggas don't like me. Because you see how strong my personality is? I don't give a fuck what.
He trying to be slick talking about something in your head. Like, see, this is the type of motherfuckers. This is the type of motherfuckers be the reason why, like, most creators don't really want to mess with their fans like that. Not all of them, but at least some of them because of that. It's like, you doing what? You hating, like, cause you never know who's your fan. You never know who's your real fans are, because you got people that be hating on you for the slightest thing. That could be the dumbest reasons as well. And it's like, you hate Homeboy's music just because of what he says on there, but yet you claim that you fuck with him. I get that you don't like certain things from that person that you watch and whatnot, but at the end of the day, me personally, like, if you claim to be a real fan, you gotta be able to support him no matter what. No matter if he does something that you're not. If he end up doing something that's way different than what you're not used to, at least, like, try to, like, support it and just, like, dive into it and whatnot. I mean, that's just me.
What you talking about? I don't give a fuck if you don't like my music. You can't fuck with me in real life. Plain and simple. What's my middle name? You don't know shit about me. So how the fuck can you hate me? Have we had a conversation? Have I shook your hand? Have I took you on a date? Have I even talked to you? Have I slid in your DM? You don't know me from a can of paint, so how can you form an opinion based off a blog post or whatever the fuck you seen online? You don't know. So for the next nigga you try to judge based off of what you see online, meet him first before you form an opinion. Now, I know this is a bad impression, and I expect y'all to leave this bitch hating me some more, except him. That's the only nigga that probably ain't gonna hate me when he leave this bitch. But I want y'all to. That's fine. That's cool. Or you might say, you know what? Let me do a little bit more research on this nigga. Or let me listen to another song. Let me see if I was tripping. Let me see why this nigga just hit 100 million streams on his second song today. Why didn't he just do that today? Just on one Spotify. One Spotify song, 100 million. Oh, okay, cool. I'm on a whole nother level. On what?
Oh, you true.
Okay, yeah.
Tweaking.
You know his lyrics?
Hey,
exactly.
I'm letting you know.
I know.
That shit is not, actually, That's all right.
I think it's a situation where it's like a gift and a curse. Sure, you get all this fame, notoriety, you get all these supporters and all this other stuff, and those people become parasocial in their own way, which is a whole different conversation because they take it way too far. The blind list offense, you know, the idolization type situation, that's strange. But then on the flip side, you get these haters who are talking about you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, who believe in platforms like Kick Champs, who believe in the DGen clips, who watch videos, honestly, like I make, and take it to the next level. I try my hardest on this channel not to make any character judgments about people. I'm not calling DDG a deadbeat dad in the whole DDG and Hallie custody battle situation. That's just weird to me. I just don't know them enough to make those types of statements. Sure, sometimes I'll call a spade. Like if you come out there and say something homophobic, I'm not gonna wait.
Hey Doc,
to
you a
see
real
more
fan for
evidence
that.
to really say that you're homophobic. I think that's crazy. But for some of these people saying stuff like, oh, this person doesn't love their mom, or they don't care about the music, or
at the end of the day, Ray Lewis is like it's like if he did the murder or not. I mean, I'm not really that, like, I don't know like fully about what's going on and like behind the scenes of Ray Lewis's murder and whatnot, and how it happened and whatnot, which I gotta look into that later on. But at the end of the day, at least you're a real fan for you to be able to acknowledge that. Cause like it's sometimes, most of the time, it's really rare to be able to be a huge fan of someone, no matter what they have done, you know?
Or they're just money farming. Like, stuff like that to me is stupid. It's unnecessary. And it exposes more about the consumer as opposed to, you know, the people that are putting out the product. Especially these people who take it to a whole nother level. We're not talking about regular hate. Blackboy Max even noted how it's a totally different level when it comes to DDG specifically. People are really putting aside energy and emotion for a guy that they don't know.
The bad shit, bro. Like, everything about DDG I fucking hate, bro. So I don't.
Why do you hate his music?
His music's fucking ass, bro. Like, it just pisses me off, bro. Like, if I hear it, I just want to fucking smash them.
Oh, Alcoholics.
Oh, baby.
Yo, one thing I will say, niggas who hate DDG, like, it's not just like I don't like that nigga. They hate this nigga, yo.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who I had a convo with recently, who it was, but I had a convo with a nigga who was talking about how much he despises DDG music. But he was going hard. His whole vibe changed. It's a chill nigga. He started getting passionate. I'm like, yo, gang, like, there's no way, bro. Yo, he's going in, like. I'm like, yo, bro, like, bro, that shit had me weak. I'm like, yo, gang, there's no way you this passionate, bro.
I think a shift that we're gonna see going into this year is that content creators specifically are gonna be very strategic as to how open they are, how engaging they are with their community and their fan bases. Simply because, you know, why would I self-inflict that much trauma and that much harm to my own mental health and potentially physical health in some of these people's regards by allowing these people who have been haters or criticizers into my world and into my life? DDG has already taken those steps to deleting his own Twitter comms, and I think that we'll see other content creators do something similar, whether it be deleting Twitter comms or taking away YouTube videos, not going to conventions, etc., etc.
Where it's gonna go? It ain't gonna be on Twitter, because honestly, I used to come in this motherfucker every goddamn day, and I stream out this motherfucker. Everything cool, it's lit. Now I can't even be in this bitch for 5 seconds. Y'all talking about some bullshit that could have got me banned. Y'all talking about some other shit, this negative shit, meme house this, meme house that, blah blah blah. Everybody cracking jokes, thinking shit cool and funny, but the jokes got hate behind it. Why would I allow myself to get hated on in some shit I created?
Yeah. I agree.
Goodbye.
Now, I know that some people might argue that like DDG brought all this onto itself, and so do a lot of other content creators. And I think that there's some validity to this. Painting yourself as the villain in your younger days can yield to higher views, higher subscribers, more quote unquote perceived motion. And that whole if you can't beat them, then join them mentality actually can work well in your favor type beat. But what I can say is that as you age, as you become more mature, stuff like that gets old. It gets tiring. People don't want to have to put up with this stuff. And I think that the shift that a lot of content creators saw in the past year is that I'm trying to be more mature and take on real life things, you know, whether it be family, relationships, you know, business ventures, whatever it is. And I have to run into and talk to people who have formed opinions based on internet clips, misplaced captions, and false narratives. narratives. So yeah, DDG didn't just confront the haters, he confronted people who made this level of success and fame possible for it. People are too deep, and that's because they were trained to be too deep. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I think a lot of the hate is based out of envy and jealousy. As the video concluded for DDG's addressing of his haters, the people on those platforms showed a level of jealousy for the position that DDG was in because they all, you know, said that they would do something different, etc., etc. Now, he gave them the opportunity to shout themselves out, which I thought was pretty decently cool on the channel.
However, whatever reason y'all hate me for, bruh, I hope it's validated, okay? But I want y'all to know this is gonna be the biggest platform you ever been on, okay? So congratulations. And I guarantee after you see these clips and you end up on the damn shade room or whatever the and you smiling, jumping, doing backflips and all, look at that, look, that's all they want. That's all they want.
That's weird, bro.
I wish I could do a
That's
backflip.
all they
so
want.
weird.
All they want is a response. All they want is
At least the one dude in the
to
back
be
ain't
in
smiling.
my spotlight.
I
That's
rock with
all
that.
y'all want. You're excited. You can't wait
To be here.
That's why you're here.
That's the thing. Like, the cloud is really a drug to people. It's like they do all this dumb shit that's not even an excuse. That's not even, that don't even make any sense in the first place, just to get the attention that they want and just to get well known so they can get like a lot of followers, hoping that they're gonna make money out of it. Just off of that one, just off of anything that caused them to get attention that was so damn dumb. Whether it be off of hate, whether it be off of crashing out or running old folks over with their golf cart just because they take their phone away. Like anything that was anything that's pretty fucked up or dumb, anything so they can get clout and whatnot. And I just don't get it. Like, if people want that attention so bad, and it's sad. It's like they do anything just to get it. Especially even going too far just to hate on someone by starting a beef to that extent just to get clout. And they don't even have, and most of the time it's not for the violent reasons. I just don't get it.
Wait 20 minutes for your ass, like
20 minutes. What do you do? You get
exactly.
huh?
What am I excited for?
Eyeballs.
She's smiling less than me.
Eyeballs. You excited for eyeballs. All y'all want to be content creators, artists, and all this other shit. That's why you're here. Because you want eyeballs that I have. If you read this chat right now, y'all would have been left. These folks on y'all ass.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a good thing I don't give a fuck.
All right. You gonna give a she think these just whatever. Okay, you're gonna.
Somebody said Willy Wonka, Laffy Taffy, braid, wedded eye. I don't think that was funny, but
I would happily shout y'all Instagrams out.
But ultimately, I think
but they are clowning them in the chat
Gigi's
though.
doing a tour of Africa, starting off in Lagos, Nigeria, and I think that we'll see a more positive side of him. And you come up with whatever conclusion that you want to, but I do know one thing for sure is that the people that hate on these content creators, I'm talking about real hate, not criticism of the action, but the people that put aside emotions and a part of their heart in order to dedicate time, effort, and energy to hate these content creators are the worst parts of the parasocial epidemic I have ever seen. That shit is mind-blowing. I was told that hate was reserved for like people that do heinous acts, not for people who make videos that you don't like because you don't see their son enough. That shit weird, gang.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. Like, how you gonna hate on someone that you don't even know in real life? Yeah, you don't like their if you don't like their music or if you don't like their content, it's cool and all that. People can like and not like whatever they want. But for you to hate on someone based off of that, when they don't even know that specific person that they hating on based off of the stuff that they do that they don't like is mad. That's just nasty work. I don't see what that's gonna be able to accomplish.
You can
can run, you can hide, you can bite, you can bark, but at the end of the day, you cannot escape from the dark. This world is hell, so what can you do? Positive power and protest is not enough to eliminate the wickedness that's cruel. Like robbing hardworking folks for their money and killing innocent people with the lack of accountability. Corrupt cops locking a black person up for a small crime, but let a white person off for the murderous crimes for show. Difficult situations is hard, but life is a lot harder. Experiencing both, it may be tough. Evil people's out to do evil things. It's best for you to mind yours and stay in your lane. But yo.